What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Portal Knights. We're going to be jumping in. We last finished off with the Christmas quest, I believe. I don't think there was any other episodes that I put in there. We have our world complete here. And what I thought I'd do today with all of you is just kind of take you for a little bit of a stroll through some of the things that we had done here. So I think the first thing we're going to do, Emperor's Courier. What the hell is that? A special visitor from distant islands has come to ask you for their aid. I think that's the, you know what, let's go check that out. I think that's the Trials of Columbus, I think. Unless that's the one where we have we can go out and get all the Asian inspired blocks. Angler's Wharf. Okay, you see anybody around? Find and speak to Chen in the small shack. He needs your help. Yeah, so that's what that one is. Okay, so that's not what we're going to do. We're not going to bother with that. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to Adamore. And I want to kind of take you guys through a tour of what we had done in this world so far. It's not going to be too long of an episode. I'm hoping around 20-minute mark. Just wanted to do a recap of Season 5. So, yeah, this bad boy. This is the first thing that we built here. I think we built a little tiny hut. Where was the first one? Let's see, the first one we had... We started here. I think the first one we had was over here. I gotta see if I can find this. Because we did build a small little building, nothing fancy, and it was right near entrance to the dungeon, I believe, unless I'm thinking of a previous season. Because even though this is Season 5, I think I ended up doing something like Season 3.5. Hey, holy crap, we got mail. Oh no, Fort Finch, this is where the thing with the stuff is. Hey, let's go check out the mailbox. Yeah, shut up, Bayard. Why are you here? Alright. Hang on. Our backpack's full with random crap. Why do I have so much garbage on me? I know we were doing the Christmas quest, but whatever. Holy crap, we got a white poodle. All right, sorry Rudolph, but you gotta go. He's so cute. Nice. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Okay. Yeah, where the hell was the other one? Autumn Springs. If it's not here, we'll just say, yeah, we found it. I don't want to spend half my episode just flying between different places. Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of do like a recap episode of all the things that we had seen and done. Because we haven't actually done that this entire season. No, it's not this one. Because we had to walk like over this way a little bit to get to the place that we had. So this is definitely not it. But we're going to go back to our home travel here. We'll look at the first building that we ever built. This was a big build too. This took quite a while for me to piece together and make it all kind of grow and come together as one big unit. What we'll do is we'll head over here. Whee! Oh. Almost thought I didn't make that. Alright. So. Really? Okay, let's take a peek. Can't see a damn thing. Yeah, normally I go over here. I have a stairway up to a point where I can look. There it is. Let's go from this view. Nah. So that is the full entirety of the building that I ended up making in this world here. I wanted something a little bit darker, more like a dark castle, but it was initially going to start off as a floating island, and I ended up turning that into the tower, sort of like steampunk inspired, because it's raised up and bigger on the top. But oh crap! There we go. I don't know if I can jump out of here or not. There we go. Okay, so then we had this little kind of platform here. We dug up a set of stairs, sorry, up to the top here. One of the harder things, I play Minecraft as well, and the numbers in this are even, and in Minecraft they're odd. So I believe this was already here, and we had the start of this tower. So none of this is actually built by me. This is the tower that normally is here, and it would end right here. And what I ended up doing is I chopped off the little bits and pieces, and we have this little lookout thing so we can see the different stars and stuff, which is one of the ways that we can get up. What we've got up in here is our crafting area that we ended up doing. There were a few things missing because I think I took a few things out of here. We got our little statues with some of the different things. We got our little awards. I love this thing, a little castle inside there. It's awesome. Love it. Yeah, so this is our first initial storage area that we had. I've pretty much emptied everything out. There's not a whole lot left that we could take from here. Potions and such like that. A few little cages. Pictures. No secrets or anything like that. A couple furnaces. Drafting table. Anything good? Not really. Then you go up into here. And this was going to be, we had our, I don't know what the hell they call it. It would have been, what the heck is that? Not the anvil, not the drafting table, not the workbench, but the other one. Altar, that's the one. We had our altar sitting up here, and we had a couple more lights in here to give it that sort of dark, ominous feel. Then we head up a little head up a little bit further, and this is what would take us to our archer bench thing or whatever. And then I put these little wards of protection, not for the protection factor, just because they look cool floating. And then that was it. We had the little peak up on the top, a little tiny roof. There's no way to get up there. I really wish they would put ladders in this game, because that would make it freaking awesome. So this was the first thing that we did, and then what we ended up doing, I think partway through the season, we ended up switching over to the tropical island. And this is where I got the idea of starting to build a little town. And one of the biggest builds that I think I've ever tackled was the mansion. But in order for us to start anything over here, we needed a storage area. Do we have a bed? No. Do I have one on me? Yes. Perfect. So, now, first thing that we ended up doing was, did we build the outhouse first? I think maybe we might have built a little outhouse with Shelton in there. So we got the little tiny outhouse because we needed that to be able to work, like every construction site always has the little porta potties. And then we built the storage room of all storage rooms, which ends up having some of our trophies in it, a lot of the smaller trophies anyways, and everything that you could ever imagine. Not all of these are full, but you know, I wanted something for everything just in case we ever, you know, ran into a point where we needed it. I started just throwing things in random places too, so a lot of it is organized, but there's a lot of things that aren't organized. But yeah. Okay, so we ended up building the sort of Viking style was one of the themes that I was going with. But then as I progressed, I think the second thing we did was we put this little roadway in, and I built this lookout tower right near the center of town. It's sort of like the town hall dealio. And I wanted something here where you can have like a guard. I probably should have put a guard up here. We have enough of the NPCs that we could have done it, but I just didn't actually do it. So we have this little area up here, very cool looking. I love the design on this, and it gives us a good way to kind of overlook the entire town. You can see there's the little village market that we did. We have Funny Jojo's house, and then we have another little tiny market there, someone else's house. Then we have the restaurant, and then we have the gazebo, and then the mansion, which we never actually finished. Then over here we have the garage for our carts, and then we have the blacksmith over there. And one of the second last things we built was this here, which is the archery range. And then the last thing we built was this over here, which was used to contain the slime queen, but unfortunately it doesn't stick around. So that's a unfortunate thing. So let's head back. That was the second build that we did. The third build I believe we did was the gazebo. And yeah, I might be off on these a little bit, but whatever. It's been a long time. It's been like 50 episodes already. So we got this nice little gazebo. I did it with the little hidden lighting, you know, underneath with these windows as fences. And I thought that was a pretty cool idea, the way that it all just kind of came together. And the nice thing is you can kind of sit down and enjoy the view of sky. Whoops. There we go. So that was the third build, sorry. And then the fourth build, which probably was done in between that and this. I was kind of bouncing back and forth. We ended up making up the restaurant with the infestation in it. There we go. So I like the idea of having, if you put a bird cage down on the ground, you can have owls and stuff flying around. In the ground, in one of these spots here, there's actually a cage for the rats. Oh, there's a bee there too. I don't remember where I put it. Somewhere in here. There's something that does something. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's all in the cage. Back. Okay, yep, it's in the cage. So it was over here that Hey. I know I put one over here. There was one in the ground. Yeah, right there. Duck, raccoon, bunny, and a rat. So what the hell? Where are they? That is so weird. Okay, well, they're supposed to be here because it was sort of like it was an infestation. And then we got the grumpy old man Carl. We have this Iki the trader, which loves talking about poo for some reason. And then we have our lovely little kitchen here. I really enjoyed making the kitchen. This came together quite nicely with the different bottles on the shelf, the cauldron on top of the fire, which you can see right inside there. Then we have the upstairs area, which is where the shopkeepers would go to sleep. It's just a single bed. Really fun build to do for me. I quite enjoyed doing that one there. The next one was just 3 little random houses that I wanted to build. Just different designs. So we got like the log floor, and I just realized we probably should have put one in the doorway, but that's alright. So we got sort of like a different little style on each one. We got our little doggy house, which we don't have any dogs to put. We'll put a reindeer in there just because we can. Then we have Funny Jojo. Funny Jojo is one of the traders for pets and everything like that. Got, let's see, what kind of pets. There's all the different kinds of housing. Then we got Leo the Boxer, a gray cat, black cat, frog, rats, brown monkey, gray brown monkey. So we got some pretty cool stuff in there. Awesome little build on this guy here as well. Put the little awning over top, and you can see there's like the store sign. And then we got our last building. See, each one has a different style of roof. Wood roof, stone roof, straw roof. Reminiscent of the 3 pigs. Come on, open the damn door. There we go. And then this one here, just a trodden dirt floor. Yeah. Come on, close the door. There we go. And then one of the other builds, these were done after this, I think. Or I might have put this in, then I put the market in. We got all these people kind of looking like they're working on something. I know they're all gardeners, but it's about the element. Anyways, then we have the alchemist. And we kind of set up each one of these little market stalls as something that we can put a regular thing in. So say we got the alchemist. He's got a bunch of like skulls and scrolls and stuff like that. We got the woodworker here, which he was sort of the hippy dippy dude. And I wanted him to be sort of like the trippy bookkeeper. And then we have Nina the farmer, and there she's farming some carrots and stuff like that. Get out of my way, dog. Put your butt in my face. But because she's the gardener, we put flowers and everything like that. All the different little plant pots all over the place. And each one of these you can enter into the back. And then we have the bong shop, or whatever you want to call this here. And that's this Mr. Teeter, the crazy guy. I love this guy. But it's got all the little goodies in there, the moon rocks and everything like that we had as well. So that was the big city build, and then as we were going through, I put trees in and all that kind of stuff, and lit it up with different sort of dirt roadway. I was gonna put these bushes in there as well, but they never ended up growing because it's the wrong environment. The other thing that we did was this big mansion. This was a huge project, and the only reason why it was as big as it is, it's not super huge. It's just the concrete. The white concrete became a problem. Because later in the game, or in the season, what ended up happening when we got into doing the building for this, where is it? Might be in here. Oh, man. Why the hell there it is, white concrete. It became these ancient teeth. It used to be iron, just a little iron ore or ingot or whatever you would call it. And yeah, so it became super expensive because to get these ancient teeth, you have to fight the mummies, and to farm them's pretty hard because you would get one from each guy. So it became quite a chore to do, which is why this ended up stopping. But I have the jade statues out the side. I just realized that we're missing one over here. The hell happened to the other one over here? Huh, who knows? So this was an ongoing thing that we'd been working on for the entire season. Inside, one of my favorite rooms was this here, with the big globe in the middle and a sort of little fountain. Again, it would have been super cool if we had been able to put fountains on the side that had running water going into it, but that's not implemented into the game yet. We do have pumps, but they don't actually do anything. Yes, we can pump water out of it, but it doesn't turn on or off. It's just off or partially on. Then we have one of the towers out here, which we never got to complete. Over here is where the bedrooms were, and we went with the Shinjo type of Asian style in here. Nice little painting, pictures, and stuff like that. Bunk, turn, close, close. Wow, game works great. There's the double door, and this is a nice sort of king-size bedroom with the couch and everything that you could ever want, and a tiny little bathroom, which is complete with all the amenities, which is pretty good. Love it, love it, love it. Another one of my favorite little building areas was this here. I just like the way that, especially this bedroom, I love the way that this kind of came together. Probably could have used maybe another light, like up here. There. This so it's a little bit brighter. But I tried to stay away from using torches, which is why things came out to be so dark in a lot of places. And then over in this room, this is my favorite room in the entire building. I love the way that this turned out as well, with the little fences in there. We got our bathroom over here, which again, fully completely, a little tiny shelf divider with the toilet, the little sitting chair and a sink and a bathtub and a picture of our hot girlfriend. And then we have our armoire, which I like how you got the bookshelves on the side there. And then the super awesome bed. This is the king size, California king size one. Workstation, this is where we put our makeup on. And then we ended up having this little lookout area as well. And I don't know if we can, no, we can't get up here anymore. We used to be able to. But that would take us into the next area, which was going to be the third floor. Do I have... Yes, I do. Okay, I still have a little area up here to get in. And this was going to be our third floor area. Don't know how we were actually going to get up here yet, but we're going to make the third floor, and then we're going to have these towers be the finale point. Going to kind of put the roof on it there. Have a couple more towers in the middle, stand up a bit more. So the one tower that's across the way, I'm actually pointing with my finger like you can see. And then this tower, we're going to extend up another 10, 11 blocks, put a roof on it. And that was going to be the final part of that there. So that was probably the most enjoyable build, but it really got to me near the end because of the fact that we had the change in the way you made the, what do you call it, concrete blocks, and that kind of was like, nah, you know what, no more, I can't do it. Then we had the garage over here with the 3 automatic doors, and in here in our garage we got our collection of vehicles. Look at these things, they are primo, amazing vintage vehicles. Yeah. And then in here we have our workbench area where it's all lit up through the floor. Open ceiling as well, because yeah, just it was easier. So that was fun. It was just a nice little side project to do with the... I like the marble floor. It was just raw marble, and it looks really cool the way that kind of comes together. It looks like it was almost like a paved road at some point they were trying to piece together. One of the other things that we did here was the blacksmith, and this was a cool project as well because it really came together the way that we have the double-sided smelter section over here. We got Sammy the smelter on one side, an anvil over here for him to work on. A chest full of what? Nothing. Alright. And then we have the back room, we have Zane. We have the double smelter. He's got to be in this area because this is the badass area. It's got his own smelter, or his own forge, anvil thing, and then we have 2 more anvils and a double-sided over here. The guy over there does the grunt work, we'll call it. He's the smelting of the liquids, passes it through the doorway by standing here, not on the fire, and hands it through. That door's the wrong way, but whatever. So we have that there. Love the look of this as well. Just that obsidian. Damn it. We have that obsidian look over here. And then the final project that we did, second final project that we did, was over here. We have this little sitting area for people to kind of chill out with. Lots of booze for everybody to get drunk with. And then we have a little explanation of how to shoot a bow and arrow and a spectator's spot. And then we have the 3 different areas. We have the professional, the amateur, and then the beginner. Yeah, and then we have our little archer statue over there. Nice little archer statue over here as well. These statues were really cool. They came out partway through the season as well. And it was very cool the way that they look. Just the one guy standing holding the bow, and then the other one aiming the bow. I don't know if this one was one aiming it or not. No, he's just standing there, and then the aiming one, don't worry, I'll go back to third person once we get back over here, and you can see this guy kneeling down and shooting the bow. Pretty cool. And then just a backed up area, where you shoot your arrows in case you miss, so that anybody walking behind the place doesn't get shot in the head. And then, like I said, the final project that we did was the trapping of the slime queen, hoping that we would be able to keep it. And yeah, as you can see, it's empty. So didn't work. I was able to get it in here, but I wasn't able to keep it there. After I logged out and came back in, it was gone. And that is a real unfortunate thing. The last thing that we were working on, no, I don't think it was there. I think it was the mother load, was the rocket ship. So this was probably the final thing that we ended up working on for the season, and I quite enjoyed this. This was just an idea I kind of threw out there. I was like, hey, we should do something in this level. And then one of my subscribers, Missy Joe, says, hey, you should make a rocket ship. And I was like, you know what, that's not a bad idea, but it seems like a lot of work. So, nope. I think it was this. You know what, now that I think of it, Lunar Landing probably would have been a better place to put the rocket ship. But hey, it's all in hindsight now. Can't do a damn thing. No. What the hell was it? Star Spires! That's the one. Alright, we'll get there eventually, folks. Yeah, and we've defeated all the bosses. Oh damn, I forgot to show you what the favorite build. Okay, we'll finish off with that because it was one of the most epic builds I made. The style on it, man, I loved the way that it looked. Okay, but we'll head over here. We'll take a look at the rocket ship quickly, and then we'll head over. I know I said it was going to be about a 20-minute episode, but yeah, we're already at the 25-minute mark ish. But there it is, in all its glory. The big phallic-shaped rocket ship. Yeah, super cool. I really enjoyed this one as well because it was just something I had not seen done. And I like the little pit here where, you know, it's to contain the flames that come from the rocket ship. So it's like this is kind of taking off. We'll head over this way. Holy crap, thing almost killed me. So then we got that there. Really turned out well. Inside here is we tore down an actual building and then rebuilt the whole thing and put the rocket ship in its place. And inside there is the lady that normally asks you to do a quest to get the moon rocks and help her with something and all that kind of garbage. So, yeah, I really, truly enjoyed doing this one as well. It looks phenomenal. Looks like a big giant Johnson. Anyways, back over to where we were before, which is right here. We'll finish off with my favorite build of the entire season, and this was the idea behind the season as well, was that I had a goal to go out and get all the costumes and armor sets, and it started off good. Sort of just kind of gave up after a while. It got difficult not trying to get them. It was just time consuming for me. And if you don't know my YouTube channel, I don't just do one set of videos. I do like 21, 25 different video games every week. And it can be a challenge to kind of dedicate as much time as may be necessary to some of the games, which is why I've now decided to reduce the amount of video games that I'm going to be putting out per week to about one. And some things like this one here, I may end up doing 2 episodes per week, but it just depends, so we'll have to see. But my favorite build of all time was this guy right here. The detailing and the depth on this is what really got me, because the way that it protrudes out, like where that red glow is on that one block, and then it goes into the next block and into the next block and in even further. Like you can see from here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different layers sticking out from the side. I want to go look at it from the side view here so you can see the roof itself and the way that that looks from afar. This is easily one of my favorite builds. And what we ended up putting inside, we'll take a peek here. And you got our nice little staircase. This is actually hollow underneath, I believe. So we got our staircase going up with a couple of the different flags that we got from different quests. We got our tentacle braziers in here. And then we had a ton of these statues. I'm missing 3 plus another 10, 20, 28 in total I'm missing. But you can see here we have a lot of the different armor sets, through Mage to the Beastmaster to the Warrior to the costumes. So one of the harder ones to get is Fluffy's outfit here, the full outfit. The only thing I couldn't do, I wonder if I could put a carrot in here. I'm not sure if we could or not, but so that was the whole point of this. Just the way that this whole thing kind of came together like that. It was an awesome attempt at a build for me, and I always say that I'm not the best builder, but this is something I took a lot of pride in because it looked to me really amazing. And it's not just me tooting my horn. I love the design on this, and I took inspiration from the Greek era, and it does look like something that is truly Greek inspired. So that is my pride and joy, and I love the way that this looks. And that is going to do it for this episode, everybody. Make sure you stay tuned next week for another announcement. And I'm going to need your guys' help. So thank you for watching, and thank you for all the love and support on this series. It has been absolutely phenomenal. I'm sorry for the delay. I think it's been about 2-3 weeks since I posted a Portal Knights video. Don't worry, it's not going anywhere. Just needed a bit of a refresher, and like I said, I'm going to need your help. So make sure you tune into next week's episode, and you can leave your feedback for me there. I'll see you all next time. Take care.